Hello, as you might remember, in the previous video about Volga GAZ-21 I said that I'm going to make a video about its successor, Volga GAZ-24. So today, I'm going to tell you the history of that car. Let's begin. Straight after the production of GAZ-21 has begun, Soviet engineers have started to develop a new model. They wanted the new model to have a 6- and 8-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, better design and so on. But there was a problem. There was nowhere to fix that. Literally that was the only problem. They could build everything they wanted, but if it broke down, there was not a single possible way to fix it. And so engineers have stayed with a 4-cylinder engine and a manual transmission. But for the foreign market, the situation was more interesting. For example, foreign Volgas had an option of a diesel engine. Yes, it was slower, but was still something new. You also could get a station wagon. But at the same time in USSR, engineers had some crazy projects going on. For example, they built a Volga for off-roading. One of them actually belonged to Leonid Brezhnev. He used it for hunting. And there was also a Volga 24 with 2 engines. The engines were from Ziguly 2101. And the most interesting part in this specific car was that it actually worked. It had a better fuel economy and it was pretty decently fast for the Soviet road, but sadly, only one was made and they had stopped developing the project. Like GAZ-21, Volga GAZ-24 was also not available for normal Soviet citizen. But this time, you could buy one, but the price of it was just unbearable for normal people. And even if you had the money, you couldn't just simply go and buy your car. You needed to prove that the money you had was earned legally. This car was specifically made for police, taxi, KGB, airport workers and so on. Soviet people loved this car. But as the times went on, this car needed a change, a sort of successor. And they have sort of made it. It was called Volga 3102. But this car was not more than a restyling of GAZ-24. And so, it wasn't that good and they eventually quit this project. In 1991, Soviet Union had collapsed and it was a very hard time for the Soviet car manufacturers. Foreign car have just rushed into Russia and competition was much higher now. Although GAZ as a brand has survived the collapse, Volga GAZ-24 hasn't. In 1992, after 24 years of production, the production has stopped. GAZ-24 was one of the last cars from the Soviet Union. This car is still great and it will be in the future. Thanks for watching, goodbye.